feel happy that Kokichi is happy. I always feel like I'm not very... I messed up. Okay. I feel happy that Kokichi is happy. I always feel like I'm not being a very good boyfriend when he is always saying such self-deprecating words. I don't want him to think so lowly of himself. I want him to be able to see how amazing he is. Kokichi, you look so cute right now. I whispered into his ear, letting my head rest on his neck. Shuichi? Kokichi gasped, confused before letting his shudder cut him off. I think you're cute all the time. Sometimes I find it hard to not just pull you close to me and smother you. I whispered, feeling my face increase in temperature, flustered from the truth of my words. Shu, Kokichi whispered. I could sense he was as flushed as I was. This gave me more courage to be able to continue. When I was younger, my parents didn't have time to take care of me, so they moved me in with my uncle. And he didn't acknowledge that I was there sometimes. This made me feel so alone, and that's why I don't like getting this close to someone, because I've never had this experience before. But since it's with you, Kokichi, I don't know why I was so scared in the first place. I said, letting some tears fall out of my eyes. Kokichi wrapped his arms around my neck and pulled me closer into the crook of his neck. I understand, Shuichi. My parents weren't the best to me either. I won't go into it now, but I want you to know that the last thing I would ever do is make you feel alone or hurt you in any way. I feel safe with you, Shu, and I want you to feel safe with me, Kokichi said, letting his hand start to comb my hair, making me calm down. I blushed at the nickname he gave me. It was so cute. I gushed at how cute he was, and how he still gets cuter with every passing day. Koki, I whispered, trying to give him a nickname too. He jumped when I called him that, before relaxing, letting his hands go back to petting my hair. Shu, I hope it's okay if I call you that, Kokichi whispered, planting a kiss on my hair before making me flush. Yeah, I love it. I hope you're okay with me calling you Koki, I whispered, hating how weak my voice sounded. Yes, Shu. I love anything you want to call me, he said, pulling back and letting me look into his beautiful bi-colored eyes. I love how beautiful his eyes look. I can't even imagine hating them or anything about him. I resent all the people who have hurt him and made him look so lowly of himself. I wish that he would not talk so lowly of himself. That's why I always try to make him feel loved. I try to give him all the love I can give him. I want him to feel safe, to feel okay with himself, to feel okay with all the other students. I also hate how most of them incriminated him earlier. That was probably the last thing he needed. Shu, it's okay. I'm so thankful for all the things you have done for me. I love all the words you say to me, all the times you hold me. I love all of it, Kokichi said, while some tears fell out of his eyes. He pulled my back down to his shoulder, and he held me as close as he could. I let myself cry on his shoulder before I pulled back again and planted kisses all over his face. He giggled every time my lips would meet his skin. I love the cute laugh he has. When he doesn't have his mask on, when he is alone with me, he's just himself, and he's adorable. Shu, stop, you're smothering me, Kokichi yelled playfully, laughing while I smothered him with affection. I stopped for a moment, and he looked up at me with the cutest smile on his face. Shu, thanks for helping me with all of this, he said, gesturing to his legs and arms. Of course. I love you, Koki, and I want you to feel safe, I said, cupping his cheeks with my hands. I slowly pulled him into a kiss and let my hands move up to his hair. His hair was so soft, and it smelled like lavender and lilies. I love his scent. It makes me feel so happy. Knowing that my bed's scent is a mix of our scents, Kokichi's bed is the same, and it smells so good. It just screams safety and love. I love how your hair smells, and it's super soft, I said into his hair, making him blush. Oh, thank you, Shu. Kokichi stuttered, making me smile. I love you, I said, placing a kiss on his forehead. I love you too, Shu, Kokichi said, giggling when my lips briefly met his forehead. Was there anything you want to do today? I asked, trying not to sound that intimidating. I just want to talk, Kokichi said, taking in a shaky breath. What about? I asked, looking in his eyes, seeing that he was afraid. I felt concerned and looked at him concerned, trying to show him that I was supportive of whatever he was going to tell me. About my parents and my past, he said, looking down. I raised his head to meet my eyes. All right, I'm right here, ready to listen, I said, kissing his eyelids before he looked back into my eyes. And know that you only can tell me what you feel comfortable with, I added, moving my hands to his shoulders. I let my hands massage the tense muscles and felt his shoulders relax under my touch. All right, thank you, Shu. It means a lot, he said, smiling up